lentamente muore chi diventa schiavo dell'abitudine, ripetendo ogni giorno gli stessi percorsi, chi non cambia di marcia, chi non rischia e cambia di colori i vestiti, chi non parla con chi non conosce. Lentamente muore chi vive da una passione, chi preferisce nero su bianco e puntini sulla I piuttosto che un insieme di emozioni, proprio quelle che fanno brillare gli occhi, quelle che fanno di uno sbadiglio un sorriso, quelle che fanno battere il cuore davanti a un errore o a delle emozioni. Lentamente muore chi non rovescia il tavolo, chi è infelice sul lavoro, chi non rischia la certezza per l'incertezza per inseguire un sogno, chi non rischia la certezza per l'incertezza per inseguire un sogno, chi non si permette una volta nella vita di rifiutare un consiglio sensato. Muore lentamente chi non legge, chi non ascolta musica, chi non trova grazia in se stesso, chi non viaggia. This poem was the first sign who made me understand that I had to leave. The second sign was the American dream. You can find fortune and hopes. Second sign. Io parto per l'America sul lungo bastimento, parto col cuor contento di non vederti più, parto col cuor contento di non vederti più, ma prima di partire, what I remember the most before I left is my grandfather telling me a mini menaghi. C'era una volta il re, Buffet, Biscotto e Menè, che aveva una figlia, Bafiglia, Biscotto e Maniglia. Sta figlia, Bafiglia, Biscotto e Maniglia aveva un acerro. Sta acerro, Buffetto, Biscotto e Menè, ognuno se ne volò. E allora il re Buffet, Biscotto e Menè ci disse alle sue sordate, Buffate, Biscotto e Menate: Cupiglia sta certo, Buffetto, Biscotto e Menedro, ci rugno per sposa a mia figlia, Bafiglia, Biscotto e Meniglia. Io, pigliai sta certo, Buffetto, Biscotto e Menedro, ci disse in caruso, Pavuso, Biscotto e Menuso. Allora il re ci disse: io appena certo, Buffetto, Biscotto e Menedro, ti rugno a mia figlia, Bafiglia, Biscotto e Meniglia. A voi te ne Pavuso, Biscotto e Menuso, va! Then I remember my grandfather sitting down and telling me the story of the princess who wants to get married with a man beautiful inside, beautiful outside, and beautiful inside. So she said, she make an annunciation saying, who is the man that make a riddle in Indovinello that I cannot answer? I will get married with him. In case I can answer it, ci scippo la testa come una mascolina. I cut his head like a fish. Then you got to the ear of Nicola. That is a man beautiful inside, beautiful outside, and beautiful inside. So, he said, Mother, prepare me something to eat. I have to go to the princess. Figlio mio, non gli date scippo la testa come una mascolina. But he had to go. He wanted to go. So he left with his best friend, a white dog called Bella. They walked 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. And they got hungry, so Nicola gave a piece of bread to the dog. After he ate it, he died after 3 minutes. Nicola understood that his mother wanted to kill him instead of the princess. Ci scippava la testa come una mascolina. So, he left, and 3 deers arrived, and they ate beside the dog. They died after 3 minutes. It was a very special poison. Then arrived a hunter with his lupara ruffled. And he saw all this beautiful stuff, so what he did, he just chose a good one, he cooked it, he ate it. And after 3 minutes, he died. So when Nicola arrived and saw all this mass, what he did, he just take the lupara and he left. Walked for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. He saw a church, an abandoned church. So he was all going to open the door and he heard a sound. So he took the lupara, the rifle, and he shot, boom! It was another deer, but it was pregnant. And what do? You don't eat it, you eat it. So he entered into the church, and he was looking for paper to do the fire. And he found all these old images of the saint, where behind you can find the prayers. He take it, he put it in the fire, eat. Then he was thirsty. And he saw a container where there is the holy water in a wall. He drank it. And then he left. He started to walk 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. He was already tired and he was starving. He knocked to a door and opened 3 beautiful sisters named Anna. The 3 of them named Anna. What a strange thing, isn't it? So, they gave him a piece of bread. So, he was eating and he left. And he saw the castle. So he opened the door. The princess was sitting down. And she said, now, tell me the riddle. And he decided to tell the story from his mother until the castle. And say, Mamazzi, ammazzavo mia. Io ammazzai bella. Bella ammazzavo zii. De zii scighia più bella. Sparaculisti e insetta economisti. Mangiai carne cucinata con parole sante. Bippi acqua che non stavano in cielo e manco in terra. Mangiai pani de zii anne fatte. My mother killed me. I killed Bella. Bella killed 3. Of these 3, I chose the most beautiful. I shoot who I saw, and I killed who I didn't see. I cooked meat with holy words. I drank water that wasn't neither in the sky and neither in the earth. I ate bread from 3 sisters. The princess could not answer this riddle, so they got married. E tutti vissero felici e contenti e nuaci senza i denti. Well, I left the 20th October of 1998 and I arrived to Ohio. Ohio is a state of United States in the east part called Midwest. Is the 7th biggest state of USA with 12 million of people. Ohio borders are in this side with the Pennsylvania. And like my friend likes to say, with the penis of Sylvania. In this side with the Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. This side with West Virginia. South with the Kentucky, like my friend said, can I take it? This side with the Indiana, and this side with Michigan. And here in the north we found Canada. And between Canada and the United States we found a lake called the Great Lake. Ohio means in the Indians dialect, beautiful earth, beautiful river. The economy of Ohio is based especially in metal products, industrial products. And the capital of Ohio is Columbus. It's an homage to our great Italian explorer and travelers, like my friend said, Il Tenente Colombo. Akron, it's where I arrived. It's just a small village, 200,000 people. Where it was born, the good years, where they do the tires. Tires for the cars. There are any kind of tires. Tires for the snow, tires for the ice, tires for the sand. Everything is a tire. It was very difficult when I arrived there because I thought that everybody would speak Italian like me. But it wasn't like that. I thought that everybody would take a nap after lunch. But it wasn't like that. I thought that everybody will sing and dance in the night with friends. But it wasn't like that. Manco per la coppola dello zio Vincenzo. So I realized I was facing another culture. And in order to survive, I had to adapt myself to new circumstances. My first English lesson. Turi, for your first English lesson, let's learn something very easy. A tongue twister. A tongue? A tongue twister. A tongue? A tongue twister. A tongue twister. Così tu ci rissi io sogno mi risido. Ah, se tu ci rissi sì, io sogno mi risido. E allora ciao ci rissi io, e allora ciao mi risido. Con tuppo un tappe, senza tuppo tappe, con tuppo senza tuppo, basta che tappi e come tappe tappe. Very well, truly. Now, try an English one like Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers. A bag of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers, where's the bag of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Or he thrust his fist against the post and still insists this is the ghost. I remember another mini minaghi that my grandfather told me, and it was like that. Dopo campanaro da matrici c'era niuro di perepinchiuna che cantavano e perepinchiunavano. Ci dicevano le perepinchiunaranno, le perepinchiunette nere. Perché non cantate perepinchiunate come cantiamo e perepinchiunamo noi? Perché noi siamo perepinchiunette nere, non cantiamo e perepinchiunamo come cantate e perepinchiunate voi? Quando siamo perepinchiunaranno, cantiamo e perepinchiunamo come cantate e perepinchiunate voi. My grandfather was in the military service. He was a bersagliere. And he always begging his best friend and saying, you know, I can break with 2 fingers a wooden box. Really, 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 really. So what he was doing was touching up and down, up and down, up and down with the 2 fingers. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So the 2 fingers will get red. Up and down. Red. Reddish. So, with the hand, with the speed of a thunder, it will break the wooden box. And then it will show the 2 reddish fingers, making a demonstration that he broke with the 2 fingers the wooden box. He's a genius! And the story of the devil. Quando che Sant'Alessio prese moglie, subitamente liga per la fe. Che hai Alessio mio che sospiri, non eri contenta di sposare a me. Io di sposare a te ne ero assai contento, tenghino voto da andare a San Giacomo. Io a San Giacomo ti ci faccio ire, se tu mi prometti di revenere. My grandfather, before getting married, did la fuitina life within is when you do ziggy before getting married. So, after he got married, he went to the honeymoon. And they closed the door of the hotel and they did the ziggy for all the weeks. But then he felt sore while he was doing ziggy. So the family said, why you do all the time ziggy? For this reason you feel like sore. But he knew that ziggy is good for inside, outside, and inside. So he went to the doctor. And the doctor Peter said, you inheritance a very bad illness, rheumatism. So he said, I don't want any medication. I need a miracle. So he left. So he went in the north of Italy to look for a saint, Santo Paolo. So he spent 1 month without eating and drinking. And the story said that the devil arrived and talked with him.
Olesio, dov'è mai? O cosa tua se fa tanta baldoria? O cosa tua se fa tanta baldoria? Ce ne ristette io a festeggiare.
Io non ci credo mai, che la mia moglie fosse una femmina tale. S'affaccia l'angelo dallo cielo divino, Olesio, ottiene dal tuo cammino. Olesio, ottiene dal tuo cammino, chi sia il demonio che ti potrà dire. Si non dette a lui santi viaggi, si non dette a lui santa perdona. Si non dette a lui santi viaggi, si non dette a lui santa perdona.
When he arrived to this small village, he understood that the saint died centuries ago. But he realized how people were curing themselves through
E nazzu, la papera che con la pazzo, e la mamma la cucina, la pazzo la papera, e la mamma la cucina, la pazzo la paperina. E nonne, uno gustece fuori, e uno gustece a casa fuori come nel servitore, e uno gustece a casa fuori come nel servitore.
It was very difficult to say goodbye to my grandfather. And before I left for America, he gave me this. In Sicilian it's called marranzano. In Italian it's called schiacciapensieri, but I prefer to call it schiacciapensieri. In Spanish it's called birimbau de boca o ghipparda. In English it's called juice harp. It's called juice harp. Juice harp. I don't know why it's called juice harp. Maybe because in order to use this instrument, you have to keep your mouth open, right? So you keep your mouth open and you create a juice of salad. I don't know why it's called juice harp. Sorry. But the Sicilians use this instrument when they have to do la transumanza. È settembre, il tempo di migrare da un luogo ad un altro. Il tempo nel quale i pastori lasciano gli alti pascoli e scendono verso il mare verde come quei pascoli lassù sulla montagna. Hanno molto bevuto nelle sorgenti native, perché il sapore dell'acqua duri nei loro cuori e li conforta nel forzato esilio. E scendono per la via grande come un fiume verdeggiante e calcano i passi dei padri e degli avi che hanno sempre percorso le stesse vie. Oh, esultanza di colui che scorge per primo il mare e ne grida l'annuncio ai compagni. Ora la greccia costeggia il mare e sotto il sole la lana bionda non si differenzia dal biondo colore della sabbia. Sciacqui donde, echi di passi e di canti che si fondono in una sola armonia. E il poeta, lontano dalla sua terra, si rammarica perché non è in compagnia dei pastori. Anyway, I did a transhumancer with a friend of mine. No, with a friend of mine, with a friend of my grandfather. And when everybody was a Jaisinho, Nasolinho, Berinino, Pippo Morcio, Pippo Bennacchia. Oh, Pippo, ma fai una pennacchia da cognome lì? They were everybody. Bennacca Sky, pompin pompin, seretro segheto, fatte cazzo tuoi che io mi faccio quelli miei. Everybody was there. We were around the fire. And they were telling me so many stories, some Greek stories, mythology. The stars. Rione. Il grande carro. La stella polare. Grande carro, le Pleiadi, Orione. Il cielo è chino di stelle, fanno pensare alle cose più belle, più belle, più belle. Te prego, madre luna, donna al mio popolo un po' di fortuna, fortuna, fortuna. Il cielo è chino di stelle, fanno pensare alle cose più belle, più belle, più belle. Prego, madre luna, dona al mio popolo un po' di fortuna, fortuna, fortuna. In Akron, Ohio, I watched the stars by myself. Anyway, I wanted to know Akron, Ohio, the center of Akron, Ohio. And they call it downtown, oh, downtown, oh, to meet the people, to know people. Akron, people, Akron, people, Akron. No people. Where is everybody? I felt like a white wolf in the middle of a snow tempest. I can see them. One person, one car, one person. Once I had a dream. Before leaving for America, I was crossing a long and a large road. It was empty. It was so long and large I couldn't see the end, neither in the right, nor in the left. Well, in Akron, they are not long and large, but empty in the right and the left. My first day of work, I opened the door. It was white. It was like paradise. But it was so freezing that it froze my... I told you that I didn't have a lot of money, so I got to work with the bus, by bus. Always on time like a big band. But it was empty, the bus. And then when I get back from work, someone gave me a heavy pants for the cold because I didn't know it was so cold. I was desperate. Under a snowstorm, I remember I was like crying and my tears were falling down and they were creating a lake. This lake of tears will froze and then I could mirror myself and see and remember where is the smell of my grandmother's furniture? Where is the lamp with the picture of my grandfather? Where is the mirror? Where I could mirror and play like a wise kid. I wanted to calm down, but I couldn't. Ognuno sta solo sul cuore della terra, trafitto da un raggio di sole, ed è subito sera. I was born the 21 of December and in 1974. And it was 2 months that I left for America. And my mother, wanted to send me a cake of pistachio. I waited for a long time, like for my birthday, for Christmas time, for New Year. It never arrived, but at the end it arrived. And when I opened it, it was like, No, it was like me. No, it was like minchia. It was amazing, that taste. Well, I told you that I didn't have too much money, so when I opened the fridge, I got scared because it was empty, like the street of Akron. So I decided to take a cookbook, an Italian cookbook, and there was a pizza, a picture of a pizza. So I cut it. I opened the fridge. I put it inside the fridge. I closed. So when I open, at least I can see something home. Well, it wasn't everything bad, actually. Some interesting things happen in the United States. Like the trees. It's amazing. I mean, the trees, you see like all green, like all over the world. And then when the winds start to appear, they show you the other part, and they are silver. I never seen a leaf silver. Or I saw a tree completely white, or completely red. And between these trees arrived a man with his swing. I was like, "What's up, man?" What's up? What's up is a contraction. What is up? No? But what do you mean, what is up? I don't understand. That means, how are you? Fine, well, and you? I come from that place that sounds like... After that, they were kissing my hands. The most difficult thing was crossing the street in winter time. Yes. Because it was so cold that the road was completely with ice, was full of ice. I had to learn how to ski, a Sicilian, to ski, a sky. Then I found myself in front of a building. It was written Home Depot. There was everything for the house. I entered. They could enter like 4 or 5 houses entirely. And there were everything. Scimicicchie stampette, policicostezze bussa, lamette, farette, sofunette, pomade pegagge, dentifricio bevere, elastico canostire e cubette che non muoiono. Sorry, but I cannot translate this. It's impossible. Then I found myself in front of a leaf blower. The leaf blower is a machine of the laziness. Instead of taking care of the garden like this, they use this machine that makes a lot of sound, noise, smelly. So they prefer have everything cleaned, but the sound and the smell, it doesn't matter. Can I try it? Once I had the dream, I wanted to break it. Can I try it? Yes. Oh. Huh. After that, I wanted to get out of that building because I couldn't find the end. I spent 6 hours to find the exit because that place was so big. America, America, why you are so big? Well, in these 6 hours, I was so upset, I was so sad, and all of a sudden arrived my grandfather in my mind, on my mind, singing me a song to cheer me up. He used to sing this song to cheer me up. Acqua sali, oh gran signora. Acqua sali, oh gran signora. Villuvari, sta in tafatturra. Villuvari, sta in tafatturra. Mio signori, vui a consiento. Acqua sali senza virappiento. Acqua sali senza virappiento. My grandfather lives in Catania. Catania is located in Sicily. Sicily is an island with a triangle shape in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. Sicily is a state of Italy, and the peninsula of Italy has a shape of a boot, and Sicily is just below the boot, the ball of the boot. Yes, I know I said that it's a triangle, but the ball is a metaphor. So Catania is located in the east coast, and above Catania there is a volcano called the Cool Volcano, because it's before of doing this explosion, advised people with little earthquake. It was one day, it was completely dark. It was in the middle of the day. It was a sandstorm from the volcano. Yes. People couldn't breathe, couldn't buy stuff, couldn't eat, couldn't do anything. And school closed for 1 week. My grandfather used to pick me up from school. Yes, he used to pick me up from school, and he always arrived with his old Cinquecento, with his newspaper. I entered, and he was like, with the magic, he transformed his Cinquecento in an Alfa Romeo della Polizia.
A tutte le auto stiamo inseguendo una bianca, a tutte le auto stiamo inseguendo una bianca.
We were doing this game because it made me laugh, it cheered me always a lot. Piam, 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 piam. Piam, 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 piam. What, in 15 we arrived to my grandmother's house, mia nonna Nuccia. And she will do her ritual. She opened the door and she would say, mia nanna mi fece un'acqua e non mi innaresi. Da solita di mia nanna, che cosa da cammaresi? I cannot translate, sorry. The spectacle, the performance was very nice to see my grandfather eat. Let's talk about Little Italy in Agron, Ohio. Oh, I went to this restaurant and they give me spaghetti already cutted. Or they gave me chicken in the pizza. No, chicken in the pasta, or pasta in the chicken, or they served me a pizza this thick. No, we don't eat like that. And I saw once a guy, the American people, the generation, my generation, I never see them seated in front of a table sharing with the others the food. Once I saw a guy stretching his leg, lifting his weight, changing the channels. I don't know how he didn't get confused with that sandwich. Once I saw a guy completely hypnotized, waiting for the dryer machine to stop. Another guy, while he was driving, he was eating McDonald's. I would vomit for two reasons. One is because it's McDonald's, and second, because he was driving. Well, but we have to say that in the United States, you don't... there are some moments where they share stuff, like in the Thanksgiving. It's an old celebration. And they celebrate when the Indians gave to the European people some food to don't die of cold. So the most important plate is a turkey, 5 pounds of turkey. You get out everything. You put the stuffed things with garlic, cinnamon, everything. And you put in the oven. Make boil some potatoes. You put cinnamon inside, and you serve with the cider, apple beer, and then with a beautiful cheesecake. It's good. It's good. We have to say that it's good. But the performance, the real performance, was my grandfather eating. Yes, my grandfather was eating like carne arrostuta, cotoletta, salsiccia, pisciculò, piscicasassa. And then after a glass of wine, he would recite these poems from different part of different accent, different dialect. But the one that he preferred the most was from the guy, the prince, Antonio de Curtis. L'amore mio si chiama amore. Tiene l'occhio come l'acqua e il mare, gli è dolce come dolce la primavera, è tutta gentilezza, anima e cuore. Stu cuore analfabeta tu l'hai portato a scuola, e si è imparato a leggere, e si è imparato a scrivere, una parola sola, amore e niente più. Quando solo se ne trase per dare un segno ad una pantata, le dice entrare chi va a casa. Ti raccomando tutte innamorate. I learned this poem and I told to a girl that lives in Cleveland. Cleveland is another city of Ohio. And there in Cleveland I saw the biggest circus in the world called Wojciech. What a strange name for a circus. But there I saw the freak show. And there were very strange people. Taking out stuff, putting stuff inside, a man with 2 heads, 2 guys with 1 head, a guy with 4 balls. I used to go to the circus with my grandfather, and I saw some strange stuff, but not so strange. And once there was, with my grandfather, a monkey playing with me, a monkey. It was fantastic playing with that monkey, but all of a sudden, the wind started to blow. The show had to stop. It was a sandstorm from the volcano, so people were running. I felt alone. I thought that someone was going to kill me. Then my grandfather saved me with his coat.
opened the coat, and I saw an elephant coming towards us. And my grandfather did a sound. The elephant come down and help us to get out of the circus. And from that time on, my grandfather is a nonno dritto l'elefante! Every Sunday, we'd go to church with my grandfather, and in the cathedral, beside the cathedral, in front of the cathedral, there is an elephant statue. This is the symbol of our hometown. Please don't ask me how an elephant arrived into a lineland, because I don't know. Maybe swimming, maybe flying, I don't know. Anyway, my grandfather told me the story of the elephant and the woman, Agatha. She was the owner of a circus many centuries ago. She saved with the elephant Catania from a volcano's explosion. From that time on, the statue's elephant served like protection from the volcano, to protect our hometown, Catania. And Agatha is our patrona. And I miss devoto. Siamo devoti tutti! Cittadini! Cittadini! Per nostra santa non sapete, siamo devoti tutti! Cittadini! Cittadini! Per nostra Vergine Santissima patrona di Catania, siamo devoti tutti! Cittadini! 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 Near the statue elephant, there is the road called a Via Rottecchigno, ne fanno le pospere di Ligno, vicino a Via Rottecchigno, ne fanno le vasche in bagno, un cingu, capotta e buffetta. There you can find the fish market. And in early morning you could hear the old melody like Wassace ragazziamo, signori, wassace! Ucitolu, ti ciauru fa, signorina su saccatta duciciola, cinna rialo uno a gratis. And then, in the same road, in Via Rottecchigno, ne fanno i posperi di Ligno, vicino a Via Rottecchigno, ne fanno le vasche in bagno, un cingu, capotta e buffetta. There is a clothing shop called Azzurro. What's the name of this guy that wrote the song? Anyway, it was nice, this clothing shop, because in the wallpaper, instead of putting wallpaper, there was old newspaper. And there where I saw the American dream. You can find fortunes and hopes. Second sign. You remember? Football americano, americano, americano. Senda me go to fa. We have to say that America is not just United States. So we have North America, Central America, and Latin America. So let's put the map here. We have North America, Central America, and Latin America. I left the 4th of 2004, and I left from Columbus to Colombia. Columbus, Colombia. What coincidence, isn't it? My father said, but why did you arrive to Bogota, to Colombia? And I said, Dad, I arrived to Bogota, the capital of Colombia. I arrived here for the Festival of Theater. It's the biggest theater festival in the world. Bogota borders are from this side with Panama, that is the country of the hat. On this side with Venezuela, the country of the gasoline. This side with Brazil, the country of the pafia and samba. This side with Peru, the country of Machu Picchu. And this side with Ecuador, the country of Ecuador. Bogota, Colombia, has two coasts, the Atlantic coast and the Pacific. So when I arrived there, I said, I want to go to the ocean.
nobody told me that the ocean wasn't there. I mean, it was the ocean, but it was 206 meters above the sea level. You know what I mean? Nobody told me. So when I arrived there in Bogota, I thought I saw something special, like the dignity of the poor people. Yes, they were so poor, but with the dignity. Of course, they didn't eat a lot. They didn't have a lot of to eat. And this problem makes some physical deformation that I can see in the circles of voice that I could find in the street of Bogota. Or the inheritance, the problem of my grandfather. Well, you have to be careful when I arrive to Bogota in the street, but not because of violence or the para or the FARC, because of the manhole, the tombini. What they do is very simple. They are very smart. They just make with the metal coins, fake coins. Really, they are very smart. You have to be careful. You drive or you bike or you walk. You have to be careful because there is a big hole in the middle of the road. And once I measured the distance between the hole and the end of the hole, it was, if you fell down, you can enter in another world. And it was like I entered in another world. When I arrived to Bogota, every day it rains. It rains all the time, and each day you can find the fourth season. And I found 237 different type of fruit, you know? And I thought that we owned the record in Sicilian with the Nespola and the Sveci. And then I saw, what a variety of women. They always dance. They are in the bus, they dance, they wait for his friend and they dance. They always dance. Maybe that's why they arrive always late to the appointments I give them. Anyway, in Catania there is the sun. In Akron there is the snow. In Bogota there is the rain. In Catania women has mustaches. In Akron you even don't see them. In Bogota they make their boobs. In Catania you eat la pasta alla norma. That is with tomato sauce, with the fried eggplants and ricotta salata. In Akron, of course, hamburgers. And in Bogota, bandeja paisa. Fried eggs, meat, rice, beans, and fried bananas. In Catania, with friends, you play, you sing, you drink. In Akron, you work, you drink. In Bogota, you dance, you drink, you dance, you drink, you always dance. In Catania, speaking about homosexuality, it's a taboo. In Akron, you even get married. In Bogota, you think you are with a woman, and then you realize that it's a man. It happens to me once. Well, this is me, an immigrant between 3 different cultures. In a time where to be people immigrant to don't die of hunger, and many others don't die of being killed, and few to don't die inside. Io parto per l'America sul lungo bastiero.